The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another SEC rival, the Vanderbilt Commodores. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Commodores will get us started with the opening kickoff. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteers offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Oh, he's got some space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
The Vols, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will get the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
First down, Commodores.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10.
Military stun.
They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's sacked. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. I have to put that 1st down behind them. It's 2nd and goal from the 11. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the ground, it's Cole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field. Did a great job seeing it.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time.
Oh, it's blocked.
Man, I've been a holder. It's never fun to see a field goal blocked because you're so low to the ground and you have that unique perspective. You see the mountain growing in front of you, all those hands going up, and you know that kicker has got no shot. That thing is going to get blocked.
Power football with the run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Handoff from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Volunteers will punt this one away.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this 1st quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll run this play from the pistol. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's sacked. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the 1st half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Caught over the middle. It's sacked. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Tennessee! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds a little space.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Let's go! Let's go!
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grab behind the line. It's pulled. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Cole. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking for a crease. It's Poe. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. Looks it in at the 40. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So here is the Tennessee offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
To the air on 2nd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. The short hands, it's Davis. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door. 1st and goal.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
If you're going to try and push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Snagged in the middle. It's Dickens. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking. on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
This kicker is mentally tough, man. There are not a lot of guys that would have a kick blocked earlier in the game come out here and make that kick you just saw. That was awesome.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that.
Turning it on. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. He'll try the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Let's it fly. Complete to the left. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Free yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down.
221 wing, 221
Wants to throw again. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on first down. Was to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Poe. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Commodores in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Caught behind the line. It's Dickens. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job to fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
Banner!
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6.
Charcoal!
From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. Touchdown, Vanderbilt! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Turner. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Vols come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd. The short hands, it's Turner. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
First down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about the...
Breaks into the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Commodores are threatening on 1st and goal. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. Slams ahead. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Doors! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can shed people off. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 25 to Kansas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half. Man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Fires to the big fella, and he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Gonna run it. It's Turner. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's what...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Commodores! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
So here is the Tennessee offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Vols are marching down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Might be changing the route. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. Halted in and looking upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Makes the catch. It's Poe. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 79 on to punt it away.
Catches it at the 30. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Dumps it to the back. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Ready to fire from the pistol. Pulls it in. It's Brown.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Looking for room. It's Poe. Steamrolls his way ahead. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add a little more to the lead as they are right on the verge of ending this long losing streak.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home. Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Virginia. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guessed right, and they...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put them in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. Here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move him back. The snap sets up the throw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. To the air on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Vols!
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes.
There he goes. great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Sends it back in motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's sacked. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Commodores come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So here is the Tennessee offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He wants a big play here late. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it.